Well, Darren, one of the toughest ties you could have been handed. You've come through it. You've had an injury to your captain, had to throw a 17-year-old into the mix, and you're into round two. Shows you know what form your team are in at the minute.
Yeah,
great result.
Mentality-wise, it was such a good place. We just refused to be beaten. And Thompson, we don't think he's pulled his hamstring. It's just he's felt a nerve, and I'm hopeful that's just the case. So I think he'll be okay. And then I had a decision to make about what I did then, because you have to think on your feet quickly because it came from nothing really. So I just thought, do you know what? I've put him on the bench for a reason, Ronnie, and he was my only real defender on the bench. So play him. He's good enough, and I thought he was outstanding, absolutely outstanding.
And phenomenal run you're on now. Nine wins in 10. That other one was a draw, and as we said, you know, perhaps you didn't want to break from league action, but you've come through. People not sure whether to take the FA Cup seriously or not, but you're into round two. Job done.
Oh no, we were taking it seriously for many reasons. And one, we want to keep the momentum going. Two, we want to get in a run in the cup because we're, you know, just for the players themselves, but also for the club as a whole, financially wise, it might help in the current climate. So there was many motivations for us today, and I spoke to the players about that, and I can't ask for any more of my players. You know, outstanding. Started the game ever so well. Could have been 2 or 3-0 up. Then they got on top of us because we weren't good enough on the ball. So when Tomo went off, we got through to half-time, unfortunately conceded right on half-time. But I would have to say Oxford deserved that. They had the better chances in the first half. And then second half went to a back four because I felt it would be easier for Ronnie. And we were good. We were good in periods. Another goal for Jack, 3-3. And then we ground it out towards the end. So it was good.
Yeah, Jack's in fine form, and he had a couple of big hits as well, forced a fine save. I mean, it's great to have those goals from midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we changed the formation and changed the midfield. So we played Reid and Taylor and Hamilton in front. And to be fair, the first 10 minutes, both of those could have scored. And I thought the performances were good. No one let us down. And like you say about Jack, he got one shot that got deflected first 5 minutes. Second one, the boys made a good save, and then he's got the winner. So, and he can shoot off both feet, which is good. So no, I'm delighted. And we're in the second round. We keep the run going. I've managed to get a lot of game time into the ones I needed to. A lot of them will play on Tuesday. I've freshened up the ones I wanted to. Jono's come on, and to be fair, his attitude was outstanding. He was brilliant when he came on, absolutely brilliant. I had to get him on at that point because to get us up the pitch a bit more, and he was fantastic. So no, all in all, good day.
And what was your take on the first goal? Because obviously Ruffles has had lots of heavy touches on the ball, intentional play, so offside, but obviously Carl Robinson got booked for his protest. The Oxford players weren't happy either.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I've been told it's offside, and the linesman's got it wrong. I thought the officials had a poor day, I have to say, for both teams. I thought they had a poor day. And we've managed to get the fortune out of it, and obviously Carl and his team haven't, and that can happen. But it looked offside when live, but I haven't seen it, so I can't be 100%. But Mark Tyler said to me it was well off. Yeah,
I think Sariki is way off, but they've obviously judged it to be an intentional touch of the ball from the defender.
I don't know what they've judged. I don't know, but we've got fortunate through it, and he's finished it. He still has to finish it, and he's finished it off very, very well. But like I say, I thought the first 20 minutes we started the game really aggressively. Thought our shape caused them problems. Then they worked out what, in terms of pressing us really high, because when we haven't got the physicality of Jono, teams may do that. But our passing, we could have broke the lines so many times, but we kept giving the ball away. We weren't good enough on the ball in that period, and that gave us a problem. And they've got some very good players, and they're a good team, so it will give you a problem. Changed the second half, we got more control. So no, I'm delighted, obviously, because I just hope we get a good draw. We'll probably get Portsmouth away. I'm serious. It's the draws we get are unbelievable. So I think everyone deserves a home tie.
And let's touch a bit more on your young 17-year-old who came in on the bench and, as you say, thrown in. Then you go 1-1, come in at the break. You changed it, and he looked really comfortable in the second half. Some big clearances alongside Frankie Kent.
I thought he was brilliant. He's very good on the ball. He needs to learn to head the ball better as a centre half, but today he did it. You know, he's playing against two good players there, Taylor and Winnell, and his clearance, his defending was very good, very composed, as we know. Yeah, he's a very good player. We've got high hopes for him. So that's two 17-year-olds being brought into two very big games and both done very well. So yeah, I thought he was excellent.
Yeah, of course, referencing Flynn Clark at Hull a few weeks ago. Nathan Thompson, you said you hope it's not too serious?
I think it might just be a nerve. He felt that it was about to go, so he said, look, I can't risk it. He's had that injury before. we gave him a break for the Burton game. Was it the Burton game? Yeah, it was. And we felt we'd be fine
Shrewsbury
for
as well.
Shrewsbury,
Yeah.
was it Shrewsbury game?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, the Shrewsbury game. Sorry. So we felt that he'd be okay for today, and you know, training wise he was fine. We'd freshened him up all week. He's one that, with the journeys you have to make on the day, I have to look at, because we've got no choice at the moment with the lockdown. But certainly we may have to think of an idea for him, because coming off a long journeys doesn't suit him. But we hope that it's just a nerval problem and there's no muscle problem, and we can just carry on and he'll be available for the Crewe game.
And now a kind of free week, I guess, for your first team with this EFL Trophy game. You're already into the next round, so a chance for some academy players to get some game time now.
Well, possibly, but I mean, certainly a lot of the ones that played today will play. Added to that, what I had on the bench, Canu will play, Burrows will play, and then I'll have to look at the rest. But certainly the ones that have been playing on a regular basis in the league games, none of them will be involved at all.